a minute once we get started here. Oh, my stomach. All right, so if anyone is on yet, just to let you guys know that we are just chilling because it takes about 2 to 3 minutes, so everyone can pop on. So Tara and I realize that we're live. We're not being weird and awkward. Or are we? We are.
We're so awkward.
Oh, my stomach. Mm-hmm. All right, so if anyone is on yet, just to let you guys know that we are just Terry, you have to mute. It takes yours while I'm talking. 2 to 3 minutes, so everyone can. Okay. And then I'll do the same for you, just so you know. Okay, we will get started in just 1 more minute. Let everyone get a chance to come on here. All right, let's see. All right, there's people popping on. Okay, you guys, like I said, obviously you guys probably didn't hear. I'm gonna give it just about 1 more minute for people to log on, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started so you guys can get back to your families and whatever. But just think of this as like a kind of like a little pajama party. It's not like you just come as you are, be real. We're gonna be real. Like, look at this. This isn't a done up face. I'm gonna shoot. I am a straight shooter, and so is Tara. So you guys are gonna get, you're gonna get true information. We'll shoot you straight, and you're gonna leave this webinar to be able to know yes or no. Am I interested or am I not interested? Okay. So like I said, just about 30 more seconds and we will kick off this webinar. All right. I think we are going to get started just because I want to make sure that you guys aren't here all night. Okay. Looks like there's tons of people coming on. So, all right. So welcome everybody to this webinar. Just on behalf of myself and Tara, I just wanted to thank you because we totally realize that you guys have families and you guys have lives and you have things to do. So what we plan to do tonight is we are just going to share our stories from our heart. And if you didn't hear me just say that we are both straight shooters. So we're going to share our stories and our struggles, and we're going to be very raw and real with you. Okay. And we're going to share where we were and what we did to overcome these things and where we are today. Okay. So then you can say, look at our stories and see if you can relate, see if this might work for you, see if it's something you're interested in. After we share our stories, we're going to give you the gist. Like, this is what coaching is about. Okay. So you're going to know by the end of this webinar if you are interested or if you aren't interested. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. So my name is Mindy Wender, and I have been a coach for 6 years now, which I can't even believe. This has been the biggest blessing in our lives. And I am a 15-star diamond. I don't even like talking about my credentials or whatever you want to call them, but just so you guys know about me, I'm a 15-star diamond coach, which is the highest level that you could reach in the company. I have been an elite coach for 5 years. And I don't know, I just love what I do. And I'm also a mom of 2 children, and I got a baby on the way. So you can do this as a busy mom. I've done it. So yeah, let me just jump right into my story so you can learn more about where I was before those 6 years ago. So before I joined, like I said, this has been 6 years ago, and I was working as an office manager. And I was working over 40 hours a week. Most of the time, it was like 40 to 50 hours a week every single week. And the reason I was working overtime and so many hours is because my husband, who was the breadwinner of the family, he was laid off from his job. He was in construction with his father, and it was a slow time, and he was laid off for 6 months. Now, on top of being broke as a joke at this point in my life and working all of these extra hours, I had a brand new baby at home. My son Lane, we just had Lane. And so I was very, very stressed. I was stressed not only because of our financial situation and because we were forced to get on state assistance. Thank God that there was state assistance for us, and we applied and we got that. I was stressed about that, and I was also stressed, like I said, about paying bills and about all this stuff. But the other part of my stress and unhappiness came from being away from my son. So my vision of my life was not what I was living. My vision of being a mother was to be present. I'm not one of those type of people. I'm like a hands-on type of person. I want to be with my kids. I hated missing things. So I was very, very grateful still to this day that my mother was who would watch my son when I was at work. So I would be like, I'm sure I was the most annoying daughter ever, because I'd call her all the time, like, what did I miss? What is he doing? Is he okay? I was like kind of a little bit of a helicopter mom. So this was not okay. But I ended up missing for real. And you guys can, if you are a mom and are a working mom, you can probably relate to this. I had to miss a lot of those things, like the first time he crawled. And I remember my mom like telling my sister told me, like, she would feel bad telling me, oh, Lane crawled for the first time today, but I don't want to tell Mindy because I don't want her to think that she missed this like big moment, but it was so incredible. So it was just like, I still remember those things, and I still feel that feeling that I would feel back then. So on top of being stressed, broke, working, busy, all those things, I was also very insecure. And so my insecurities made me shy. And so my insecurities were coming from all sorts of things, like being a new mom, being busy, kind of being, now you're in the house, you know, you're not hanging out with your friends anymore, and you kind of find out who your real friends are and who still hang out with you. I'm sure we all have been through that if you're a mom. But I also wasn't working out. So that was something that I was unhappy with, the way I looked, the way I felt. You guys, if you worked out and then stopped working out, you guys know that feeling. So I just wanted to get back to normal. I just wanted to feel alive. I just wanted to feel positive again. I just wanted to feel like myself. And I've kind of like lost myself through this stress and insecurities and just all this crap going on in my life. So I decided to do something about it. Finally, after nagging my husband, after complaining for months and months and months, after being unhappy, I finally said, okay, I'm going to do something about it. And I found coaching. Okay, just like how you are on tonight, I was invited to a webinar just like this, where I've seen a mom sharing her story just like I am today. And I still had some concerns though. So I just wanted to share with you some of the concerns I had. Number one concern was, do I have time? Again, you guys know that I was working all these hours. So that was one of my concerns. But what I realized is that I could do it part-time from home. In my mind, when I thought of this, I thought it was another job, like I was taking on a full another 40-hour week thing. But what I realized is that it's not that at all. You create your own hours. You're your own boss. We, Tara and I, and a lot of the coaches on our team, we build our businesses on social media. So what's really nice about this is that you get to decide if you can work at 6 a.m. Doesn't matter if anyone's awake or not. You can work at 6 a.m., you can work at 2 a.m., you can work at 9 p.m., you can work when you want, okay? It's not like you have to like be at an office window selling your product or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like from 9 to 5, it's not like that. You create your own hours. So that was really like, oh, okay, so I could wake up before my son wakes up and I could fit some time in there, fit some time in when he goes to bed, and there we go. And then I also liked that I wasn't going to be told what to do. Like I wasn't going to be, I mean, I would have guidance, but I wasn't going to be forced to work X, Y, and Z hours. The other thing that I was so concerned about is home parties. And that is not, if you are a home party person and you want to do home parties, all power to you. This was just my concerns, and I said I was going to shoot you straight. I was shy. And so for me to get up in front of a group of like friends and family and go to somebody's house and set all of my stuff up and do a spiel, I like would not be good at that. And so that was one of my concerns. And I found out you don't have to do home parties. I've done one, and it was like not even a true home party. And I've done one and it went great. No, it was not that bad, but you don't have to do it was like the biggest like my favorite thing I ever heard about this business, because I wasn't going to have to do that. Then my ability, that was another concern I had. Like, was I going to be able to do this? Because I didn't have a transformation story. I was always naturally thin, but you know, like one of those like skinny fat people, like if you didn't work out, you'd still like muffin top and it was icky. So I'm one of those people, but I was seeing online all these successful coaches had these transformations, right? So my concern, and if you have one, great, because there's coaches who have transformations that do awesome, and then there's coaches who are like me that don't have huge transformations that are still doing awesome. Okay? So that, I guess that's my point. Either way, you can still be successful. Anyone can be successful at this business. And then I thought that you had to get in early. That was another concern, because I heard that that's not going to work. You know, after I joined, people were saying that, and even before I joined, that's not going to work. You had to get in early to be successful. And I can't wait for you to hear from Tara, because Tara's only been coaching for 2 years and she's killing it. But I'll let her share her story. I could go on and on and on about her. And then the money, I didn't know, because my sister was in network marketing before, and she had to upfront to when she signed up, she paid $2,000 to get all of this product, and then she did home parties and stuff. So like in my mind, I thought that it was going to be like this huge investment. I also thought that I had to be a fitness professional, or, you know, I'm like, I'm not a fitness professional. I'm not a fitness instructor. I'm just a mom and who's working and likes the products. That's all I am. And I realized that that's actually a good thing. Either or can be successful, but that's actually worked in my favor, because I attract like-minded people, other moms or other women who also aren't fitness professionals but want to make a difference and want to help other people and want to help their family financially while they get healthy and fit. So, I mean, and you end up just owning who you are and what you're about, and that will work for you, and you will attract people that are like you to help. It's awesome. And then my shyness, that was a concern. And I went to my upline coach, and she said, dude, I'm like the shyest person on earth. If I can do this and be successful, you can do it. And just hearing her say, you know, sharing a doubt with me made me feel so much more comfortable. I was like, yes. Okay, that makes me feel at ease. I can do this. So those were some of my concerns. I got over all of those things, like I just kind of explained to you. I kind of like said, you know what, if I want something different and I want to make a huge impact in my life, and I want to be at home with my son and get to see these milestones of his, like, are these concerns a bigger deal than seeing my kid crawl? Are these concerns like more important to me than having financial freedom for me and my family? No, the answer is no across the board for me. So I went for it. And I'll tell you what, guys, it was the best decision I ever made. And here's why. I'm not somebody special. I'm not somebody who just had things handed to me. I'm not somebody like, I'm not anyone different than you. You know what I mean? I'm just this normal person. And by the way, I didn't even mention this, but I'm from a super small town. So really, I had so many things working against me, but I did it anyway. So just know that it doesn't matter what your fears and doubts and concerns are telling you. Those things don't matter, because if you want to be successful at this business, you can. And I'm proof. And there's so many coaches on my team, like Tara and other coaches on our team as well. Even her coaches on her team, she's developed leaders on her team that are doing this because they just do it anyway. They didn't listen to the fears and doubts and naysayers and all these other things. But since then, since I just was like, I'm doing this, I'm going for it, I was able to quit my job. So that was my goal, as you know. I was able to quit my job in 12 months. So I was able to be a stay-at-home mom, or I should say a work-from-home mom, after 12 months of putting my head down and doing the work, while doing this all while I had a full-time job. I was able to my husband and I got married 8 months after I joined as a coach. We were able to pay for our wedding fully in cash, and our honeymoon. We had a 7-day honeymoon at Disney World, because I'm a Disney freak. And we were able to build our dream home. That's where I am right now. And not only were we able to build it, we actually just a couple of years ago, we actually paid off our 30-year loan. So we built our dream home, took out a 30-year loan. We were able to pay it off in 29 years earlier. So after 1 year of having that loan, we paid it off completely. That is freedom to me. I don't need like these, fancy cars or this huge house or anything like that. But like having that knowing that I own this house. No one can take this away from me. I've paid for it. And also we're debt free in all other areas as well. So just living a life feeling free and knowing that we're okay. We don't have to stress. Like I remember going to the grocery store and getting nervous that my debit card was going to get declined when I'm buying groceries for my family. And I would love to say I don't have to stress about that anymore. And I don't have to, but I think it's just something that's in me. And Tara, maybe you can relate to this, but sometimes I go and when I swipe my card, I still have that little mini heart attack. Like, did it go through? But I mean, that's something that we obviously don't have to stress about anymore. We're totally fine. And we can buy any food that we want. We can take our family on family vacations. We actually are able to vacation now, 6 years in. We're able to vacation now multiple times a year. My team knows this about me. I go to Disney World multiple times a year with my family, and we get to just pay for that in cash. And so what I'm trying to tell you is that we have developed, and these things might not be your vision of a perfect life. I get that. But what I'm trying to give the message to you is that you have the ability with this opportunity to create a life that you design, your perfect life, your perfect day, your perfect vacation, your dream home. Like you get to decide what that is for you. And that might be fancy cars, and that's great. Have it be fancy cars and drive your fancy cars all the way, all you want. The point is, whatever that is for you, this opportunity can be that vehicle that gets you from point A to point B. So you can live this life of freedom in this life that you get to design, that you're your own boss. Okay, so that is my story. That's my message for you tonight. And I'm going to jump back on the call in just a second here. And I'm going to go over some ins and outs of coaching. That shouldn't take very long. But first, I want you to hear from one of my best friends and one of my personally sponsored coaches that is on my team, Tara Bialek. And she, like I said, is amazing, down to earth. She's going to shoot you straight. She is also a 15-star diamond coach, and I'm not going to share her story, but she's humble. So I just want to give her a little bit of a shout out here, but she's a 15-star diamond coach, and she's only been coaching for 2 years, and she's at the highest rank that you can reach in this company. That's where she's at right now. She's an elite coach, and I could go on and on, but you guys are like, what does that mean? Like a success to all-star lender. I mean, I could go on and on, but more importantly, she is a wife and a mom of 3, a busy mom of 3. She started this also working. I'm going to let her share her story. But all in all, just a real deal person, like one of those people that you could just meet and, shoot the shit with and just down to earth. So I'm going to have her jump on and share her story. And really just, I hope that you guys will really take it in that we're just real people. We're just moms here. Okay, so Tara, I'll let you take it away.
Am I on? Okay. Hi guys. Thank you, Mindy, so much. I really appreciate all of that. It's so weird for me to be on here because I remember, listening to my first webinar, listening to my first video of what coaching was all about. And honestly, when I was listening, I was like, whoa, that seems way too good to be true. And I'll explain to you my story, but it's not too good to be true. So I am, like Mindy said, I'm a mom and a wife, and I have 3 little ones. I was a teacher when I first joined as a Beachbody coach. So it was summertime, and we were getting ready. My husband's a teacher as well, and we were getting ready to go back to school. And my oldest was actually going into kindergarten. And, my husband and I, we were struggling with our finances for a long time. And he was praying of something to come into his hands, like whether it was a job, like for God to just open the doors of something like an extra job, because he was coaching football for a long time on top of teaching, but it was a lot because if you guys are aware, football coaches, high school football coaches, it's like big business, like all year long, and the pay isn't great. They do it because they love it, right? But after I had my third, it was really hard for our family because, you know, I didn't have any kids in school, and it took a toll on me. I was working, but he was praying, and he was applying to Home Depot. He was applying to delivery service, grocery delivery service, just for something like after the school hours, and nothing was happening. And God just put on his heart just to rest, right? So we were like, rest, okay, we'll rest, but I want something now because I don't have patience. You know, that's how our MO was. We don't have patience. We want it figured out, right? We were worried because again, like the whole grocery thing, I don't know why for moms it's such a big deal, but going to the grocery store and being like, because I think food costs so much that we're always like, oh, like every time, you know, the cashier says the price, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I was like, how am I going to feed these kids? Like, how am I going to feed them healthy food when I can't even afford to, you know, we were going into debt more so because we couldn't afford it. So we were living less than paycheck to paycheck. And, you know, I wasn't looking for anything. I wasn't looking for anything. But a friend of mine told me about coaching. She heard about it. She wasn't a coach, and she heard about it. And I was like, wow, I've done P90X before, and I work out at home because after I had my kids, that's something that I started to do. It was like my sanity, right? And I then went on YouTube, and I saw Mindy, and she just it was like a short little video of her just telling her story. I was like, wow, that sounds like fun. And if she's shy, I can do this too, right? So I jumped in, I reached out to her and jumped right in. And I thought, hey, this can be kind of like a fun hobby. I feel like as a mom, we are putting our everything into our children, right? And I was teaching too, but my heart wasn't in it. Like, it was a great job and I didn't mind it, but my heart wasn't in it. So when I started coaching, I'm like, wow, I can really thrive in this. I can really maybe, you know, find just so much value in it, right? Of helping other women just find confidence again. And me along with that, like, what's better than that? And this can help me stay accountable. And a lot of my coaches now, that's why they're coaches. It keeps them accountable while they're on their journeys. So I jumped in and I was like, I'm just going to figure it out as I go. I started a challenge group. It was a bunch of teachers wanting to get fit, and they started working out after school. And it was fun. And it just kind of, I just kind of got into it more and more and learned more as I went on. And it wasn't until I would say March of the following year. So it was in the school year. I said, wow, I wonder if I could make a go at this and really stay home next year. And I didn't tell my husband at first because he would have been like, you're crazy, right? But my why, that thing that drove me every day was that I wanted to see my kids in the morning and wake them up in the morning. I wanted to be home with them and be able to do things with them that other mothers were able to do. And I couldn't because I was teaching high school. I was out the door before they even woke up. My husband, did my daughter's hair, and I was so thankful that I had him to do that. But I'm their mom, right? So I wanted to do that. And I just said, let's make a go at this and let's see what happens. So I did, and I really worked hard, and I wanted to make it happen fast, right? So I worked harder than most, and that's just, I needed to do this, right? So, in the morning I would wake up early. At night I would go to bed late. I would do it here and there during the day, and it was basically building relationships with people and getting to know people. And that's what I based my business on. That's what I did. So as time went on, I told my husband my plans, and he was like, well, if you think you can do this, I support you. We'll make it work. Our kids are only young once, right? They're going to be going to school soon, all of them, you know, and my youngest was 1 at this time, right? So it was crazy and hard, but it was so worth it because I was able to not go back that following year. So after a year of teaching, I didn't go back to school. I stayed home. I was able to stay home with my kids. I was able to, and I still am able to get my kids on that bus. The older 2 are now in school. Tomorrow I'm going on a field trip with my daughter, and those are things that I couldn't do because as a teacher, you can't really take that time off because we have that summer off. So it's really hard to take time off. But the biggest thing, I think, is the personal development, like the work that I've done on myself and how I can help people do that same work in themselves. So meeting these people along the way and really becoming great friends with them and picking them up and supporting them and helping them on their journeys has totally been the best part of this. And then the icing on the cake is that freedom I have with my family. That's the added bonus. That is just to not have to worry on Sunday nights, not have to worry about everything I had to do for work, everything I had to do for the kids at home, everything, my house was in, all of that. Like, I'm able to be present with my kids, to be with them, to do things with them. I don't have to worry about signing my daughter up for gymnastics. She wants to do gymnastics or cheerleading, and I can do that without, like, honestly, having to ask my mom. Like, I know it's really sad, but that's how it was. Oh gosh, it's so embarrassing. But, you know, it's like, I was scared to start. I was scared going into it, but I saw so many people's lives that changed that I felt like I had no reason to be fearful. If one person didn't like what I was saying, that's okay. I'm helping all of these women. These women are changing their lives and feeling better about themselves and having that energy and that energy to keep up with their kids and feeling better as a mom and being that better role model. And I mean, I can go on and on. I'm just so passionate about this business. It's just changed our lives for the better. And now we are just starting they're going to start pouring the foundation for our new home that we get to build. And I mean, there's no words for that feeling. My husband even now is like, I don't even know. God is so good. There's no words. How did this happen? This happened because I took a risk. I jumped into something that I felt was just right. I led with my heart to help other people just get on that health and wellness train and feel good and better their lives. And I just ran with it. And honestly, it's the best decision. It's the best decision of my life, other than obviously marrying my husband and having my children. But that's where we are today. And I'm loving to see the changes in my team and them doing the same thing I did. And it's been awesome. So that's my story. I'm going to kick it back over to Mindy, and she's going to explain to you what coaching is all about and what do we actually do.
Okay, that was awesome. Thank you so much. I know that we get emotional when we talk about this because this business really is life-changing. Like I said, this is the real deal. So I just want to say thank you for opening up and sharing that, Tara. That was awesome. I wanted to mention at the beginning of this webinar, but I did forget because I am pregnant. But so some of you know about the giveaway that we're doing. So Tara and I are doing a giveaway for anyone who's not a coach, just somebody who came on here to learn about coaching. And we're giving a pair of custom blinged out Nike shoes. Okay. So you guys probably know about that. If you don't, surprise, you're in a giveaway. So how we're going to do this, we'll explain at the end of, I'm going to explain what coaching is, and then we'll give you that information in just a second here. But you have to stay until the end to figure out how you could get into the drawing to have a chance to win the Nike shoes. Okay? So let me talk to you about, I'm going to give you just coaching in a nutshell, because I don't want to overwhelm you, and I want you to, but I do want you to leave here knowing exactly what it takes to become a coach and all that stuff and what it means to be a coach. Okay? So number one, basically that you get paid to get fit and reach out to others and help them do the same. Not kidding. That's legit. You get paid to get fit yourself. So leading by example, that's one of the things that our team highly recommends, because it's just like if you were selling makeup. You can't have a home party and tell everybody to get this awesome concealer, but then they go in your bathroom and you're not even using that concealer. Lose credibility. So we want you to obviously, and what you get paid to do is by getting fit and healthy yourself and then reaching out to the others to help them do the same. Number two, you don't focus on sales. Yay! I don't know about you, but I was scared about being that icky salesperson. Like I just was not into that. It's awkward. It's weird. So you don't have to focus on your sales. You just work out and believe in Beachbody and then share with others. Okay? Number three, what I love is by promoting fitness and helping others is it really helps you stay on track yourself. So this one I wanted to mention was number one thing that helped me. Remember I said I was kind of searching for that way I used to feel, that positive feeling. I wanted to just feel healthy and have more energy like I did before my son. Remember I said that? This is exactly what I'm talking about here. Just by joining as a coach, you're going to feel obligated to practice what you preach. So you're going to be you're going to feel like you should be working out and getting healthy if you're telling all these other people to do it as well, right? So it helps you stay on track while you're helping others. Number four, you promoting nutrition will help you eat healthier. Same thing with working out. So if you're promoting people to eat cleaner, you're going to want to eat cleaner yourself. Number five, helps you find balance, like having more time with your family, more time for your workouts, more time and money to travel, and just time to relax and do whatever it is you want to do. I don't know about Tara. Actually, I do know about Tara. We have a hard time relaxing, but I will say that having this freedom, just last week, I went and had a prenatal massage. I'm scheduling a facial next week. So it's giving me time, especially during my pregnancy and being a busy mom who's working, gives you time to just have you time. Okay. Number six, you get to meet amazing people. Like I said, Tara has become one of my best friends. Like we talk, text like every day. And we go to events. I seriously hate leaving events because then I don't get to hang out with her. Like we just left leadership and we hung out like the entire time, and also with other coaches on my team. So that's just an example. You get to meet these amazing people who, I'm sorry, I have hair in my mouth. You get to meet these amazing people that will possibly join your team or even join your challenge group, and you get to mingle with them and communicate with them and help them, and you just meet awesome people who lift you up. If you scroll through Facebook, it's not hard to find people who bring you down. So wouldn't it be great to be surrounded by a team and a community who wants you to do well, who wants you to get healthy, who wants you to be the best version of yourself? That's what you get when you join as a coach. Number seven, you will always have help. This was another concern of mine that I didn't mention. But you will be whoever sent you to this webinar, that's who we want you to go back to and ask any questions that you have. But that person, if you decided to sign up, they will become your mentor, and they will support you the entire way through this journey. So you're never going to be like, oh my God, what do I do? Trust me. I have a full training site that anybody, not right now because I want you guys to focus, but after this webinar, if you go to teamgogetterstraining.com, you will see the endless amount of trainings. If you go to my YouTube channel, you will see the endless amount of training. And most people who are on this webinar if you were invited to this, more than likely you were invited by somebody on mine or Tara's team. Well, our team. So that means that you're going to have access to all this training. So you will never not know what to do. You will always have help. Okay. Number eight, you will create your own hours, like I said, and you can put in as much or as little as you want. Okay, so you get to decide. That's what I love about this business too, is that you don't have somebody deciding how much you get paid or how far you go in the company. That's all on you. The success in this business is in your hands, literally. So saying this, you know, you get to work as little or as much as you want. I will say you get out what you put in. So if you want to make this work and want to grow this faster, put in a little more time and effort. If you just want to work and kind of grow it a little bit slower and just have some extra money, then put in a little bit less work. It's all up to you, but in the end, your success is in your hands. Number 9, you don't have to stock any products. Yes. Beachbody does that all for you, and they deal with all the customer service, and they deal with the shipping. Everything is done for you. I know other companies, like I guess the only other company I know of, because it's not like I've ever been a network marketer before this, but is my sister's experience. She had to buy all this product, then have the party, then deliver it to the people when it came in. And then if they didn't like it, she would have to get it back and then return it. And it was just a big old mess. So it's that you won't have to deal with. Beachbody does that all for you. You get 25% discounts on all the products. Okay, so even if you were kind of on the fence, just so you know, if you were ever considering Shakeology, you save 25% on Shakeology every single month. And that actually saves you, even after your coaching fees, it will save you $200 a year, even after your coaching fees. It's like, yes. And then you also earn 25% commission on any products that you sell. So let's just say your mom wants to get Shakeology. You send her to your website that is given to you by Beachbody. You send her to your link, she orders, and then you get 25% commission. Boom. Number 10, to join. Everyone I see in the comment section on here, I'm looking at all you guys typing before, and some of you were asking, well, I'm concerned about the money. Hello, I had to wait till payday to join, so I totally get it. So to join, it's $39.95 to start up, and then starting your second month, so today, if you go on to sign up, it'll be $39.95. Then next month, it will be, starting that month, it'll be $15.95 monthly, and that's for your website and your maintenance and all that stuff, okay? And you actually get a couple different websites, so we'll go over that, but basically you get a Shakeology website, and then Ultimate Reset website, and then you have a website that has everything. That's the main hub that you'll use. But I don't know if any of you have ever tried to create a website or looked at a website. Could you imagine trying to create your own website, run it, manage it? Beachbody does that all for you, okay, for $15.95 monthly, okay? Now, now if you've lost focus because I've gotten monotone or boring or whatever, now's the time to wake up and pay attention, because I'm going to say something very, very important. Okay, this is going to benefit you and save you money. Okay, now I got your attention, right? So now if you decide to join as a coach, right, there is something called a challenge pack, and it's a very discounted pack where you get a fitness program, Shakeology HD, flavor of your choice, and a fitness program of your choice, and then a free 30-day trial of the club membership. And with that club membership, you get access to Beachbody On Demand for 30 days for free. Beachbody On Demand has workouts that aren't even available on DVD yet, and then also the ones that are on DVD, and it's like, so like even if you don't order T25, you can go do T25 on Beachbody On Demand. Even if you don't have 21-day fix, there's 21-day fix workouts on there that you can do. Do you see what I mean? So you get access to all different programs for 30 days, for a 30-day trial, okay? So Beachbody On Demand. So now that's what a challenge pack is. Now, if you sign up, during sign up, if you choose the challenge pack option, your sign up fee is waived. So going on, signing up, yes, I want to join Mindy. This is sounding awesome. Totally going to do this. Pick the challenge pack, and then you save on top of all the money you're saving from the discounted pack. You also will save that sign up fee waived. Got it? This is not something you have to do. This is just something that 98% of the people who join my team end up doing because it's the best bang for your buck and it's a no-brainer for them. But it's totally up to you. Okay, so after watching and reading, So let me just see where I was here. I'm looking at my notes. Okay, so I already went over the 30-day club thing. Okay, so I went through all 10 things. Wow, that was quick. So that is basically coaching in a nutshell. Now we're gonna kick it off into Q&A because we actually I can see what you guys are writing. So if you guys were talking bad, I can go back and scroll up and see. So what I'll do, Tara, is I will read the questions and then, so you don't have to worry about it. I'll read them and then you and I can answer them right on here. But now, in case somebody is saying, I gotta go put my kids to bed, I gotta get out of here, I don't have questions, I'm signing up tonight after I put my kids to bed. For those of you who are like that, for the giveaway, for the Nike shoes, I wanted to go over that information. So anybody who is not a coach, if you are a coach, please do not go to this link. This is only for people who are not coaches yet. Did I make that clear enough, Tara? Yeah? Okay. So for those of you who are not coaches and you're just here to learn about coaching because you're curious, please go to www.tinyurl.com/coaching for Nikes. Let me just make sure I have that right. And actually, I'm going to post it in the comment section right now. Yep. tinyurl/coaching for Nikes. And I am going to put it right in this little text box for you guys. See it? Oh, nope, didn't work. Let me just see. Message was not sent. Oh, I think it sent that time. Nope. I'm just going to type it in here. tinyurl.com coaching for Nikes. Let me see if that worked. I don't know why my things aren't sending. Oh, so we got our first question. So I'm sorry guys. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna write it on this paper because for some reason it's not .com/coaching for Nikes. So here it is. And it's probably backwards for you. So that's nice. But you guys get it. Coaching for Nikes. tinyurl.com/coaching for Nikes. When you go to that link, all you have to do is put your name and your email address and you automatically will go into the drawing for the Nikes and you will be contacted. I will post on my social media who won. And you will be contacted. Obviously, I'll have, oh, look, it works. I just got a notification that somebody did it. So there we go. Nope, now another person. Abby just did it. See you, Abby. All right. So I'm going to open up for Q&A. So Tara, you can unmute yourself. Have you been unmuted?
Yeah, I'm unmuted now.
Okay. Just want to make sure there's not an echo. Okay. So the first question we have is, Tara, I'll leave this one for you. How much is a challenge pack?
It depends on what you choose. So right now, the 21-day fix and the 21-day fix extreme is $140. And you know what's really great is that you're not just getting the workout DVDs. You're getting, like, especially with both of those, you're getting the portion containers that you're going to measure out your food in. You're getting a meal plan. You're also getting she does like a 3-day cleanse type of plan that is also in there as well. And the DVDs, and you're getting Shakeology for the month. So it's a huge value right now for $140 until the end of the month. There are other programs you can get like T25, Insanity, Max 30, and those are all like the person that sent you here can talk to you about each of those programs, send you videos to see if they would best fit your needs. Those will be $160 and up.
Okay. That's awesome. So now there's more people wanting to go over the challenge pack info again. So Megan, let me just go over this real quick. So it's $39.95 to join as a coach, and you just get like a tiny little business kit, and that's it, and that's great. But if you get a challenge pack, you'll be started off on the right foot. because you'll be started off being a product of the product, getting whatever fitness program you want. Like Tara was just talking about the 21-day fix on sale right now. So you get whatever program you want, you get Shakeology flavor that you want, and the 30-day club membership. It's all in one pack, okay? So you get that, you're started off on the right foot, being a product of the product, right, for your business, and your $40 sign-up fee is now waived. And there's one other thing. If anyone else, anyone on here is in the military or a vet, if you know a veteran from the military, you coach for free. Your sign-up fee is waived and your monthly fee is waived. I forgot to mention that. So if anyone is in the military, just so you know, you can sign up right now and it's free for you. Okay?
I also want to add to that, when you join with a challenge pack, what would happen is you guys would be in an accountability group. So you would be going through your program with other coaches, other challengers, and really feel that whole community supportive environment. So that's how you would see, you'd be involved in the challenge group, you would be feeling good, losing weight, and all that stuff as you go and as you're learning about coaching. So it really goes hand in hand with coaching.
Yes, I totally agree. And then like you learn from that group as well. Like, so, I mean, it's kind of like, okay, so somebody asked, is that discount for the military for spouses? Yes, it is.
Yes.
But only one person per family can get the discount. So it's either, so let's just say your husband was in the military, you could have the discount, but if later on you decide to sign up him, he wouldn't get the discount because you already have it. But you can always switch it over to him and then you not have it. So it's kind of like that. I know Beachbody has a website for us, but Mindy, you have Team Go-Getters. How can I build my own to make it more of my own? Is this a question from a coach? I can go over that. That's kind of like a question for coaching.
Yeah.
That you don't need to make your own website. I just did that really quick to house all the training that I have because I've been doing this for 6 years. Mm-hmm. Most people do not have something like that, and it's not necessary because I already have it done for you. But if later on down the road and you're a 5-star diamond coach and you want to do something like that, we can talk then. Spouses do get the military discount. Okay, so a lot of active duty military people. Awesome. I'm so happy I remembered to tell you guys that.
That's really
my bad that I forgot to mention it. That's awesome about that Beachbody does that. Mm-hmm. Okay, does anyone else have any other questions or should we shut this down for the night? Because I do have one more thing I want to just mention as we close this out, but I just want to make sure we got our questions in first. So speak now, or I was going to say forever hold your peace, but contact the person who sent you to this webinar and they're going to answer your question like that. So it's really not. Okay, I don't see any more questions. So Tara, what do you think? Should we close it out?
Yes, let's close it out.
Okay, so everyone can get to bed and do their things with their families. Okay. Okay, wait, there's one question. That was actually a good one. I mean, all questions are good. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, I want to make sure I get this. How do you get over your fear of putting yourself out there on social media? This will be the last question. And then Stephanie, I'll go over yours in a second. So how do you get over your fear? This is something that Tara and I both struggled with, and a lot of coaches do. You have to think of this now as your business, and also think of Facebook as putting even if you're set to private, you're still putting your stuff out there for the world to see, whether you like it or not. So what I suggest for people to do is start treating Facebook as your business, but not businessy, not salesy, not icky, not here's my link, here's my link, here's my link. What I mean by that is I highly recommend by putting your stuff out there publicly. But before you put your profile settings from private to public, take down your pictures of your kids in the bathtub. Take down anything you don't want other people to see, okay? Because you're gonna grow a network of people that you can serve. And you want to just make sure that everything's cleaned up and ready to go. And we have trainings for you on this. How you get over your fear of doing that is just knowing that you don't want to hold things back from, you want to share your story. You want to share your struggles. You want to show people that you're a real human being. But the things that are more private, let's not put them on Facebook anyways, because I mean, that's out there for the internet, and the internet lasts forever. So make a personal blog that's private, or like an album on, can't remember what that site's called. There's a site for sharing photos. That's where you can put that stuff to share with your family and your close friends, only people that are in your circle of trust. Create something like that and move those things over there on that private blog or that photo sharing site. Do something like that and start treating your Facebook more as like for, I mean, what it is. It's public. You know, it's out there for the world to see, and start treating it, using it to brand you. And I'm not saying if you go to my page and Tara's page, you're going to see our family. You're going to see our kids. We share that stuff, but we don't share ultra private things that is just for our families to see. And also, by the way, I have text groups to my families. Like I have groups. I have a group for Brad's family and then a group for my family. So if there's something that I want to post on Facebook that I want to share that Lily did or Lane did, I just send it in that group. And that works for us too. But like I said, we'll go over more in detailed. Like we have, social media is our thing. You are not going to have a problem with social media, understanding it, how to run it, going over your concerns. That's our thing. We're going to teach you. We have webinars up the yin yang about that. Okay. All right. So like I said, that was the last question. If you have any more questions, you guys, please go to the person who sent you to this webinar, and they are going to go over all that stuff for you. Just shoot them a message right when you're thinking about.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm back. Can everyone see me? I'm going to keep going like everyone can see me. Okay, so if somebody could comment that they can see me, that'd be great. I don't know what happened here. So anyways, if you are interested in coaching, or if you had any questions, please contact the person who invited you to this webinar, and they will get those questions answered for you. I just want to say thank you again, because I don't know if you heard me say this or not, because I got frozen. But thank you again for tuning in live. We really appreciate it. And I hope to welcome you to our team very soon. Have a great night, everybody.